So now we are going to do create a Linux machine. This is our task, Linux machine, and attach the disk, attach external disk, and write some data into the disk. And deattach this disk, create another another virtual machine, another VM Linux machine, and attached external disk to this machine. And cross check the data. Got it? So this is our task today, and let's complete it. Go to the resource, go create a resource, and I'm going to create a Red Hat Enterprises. Yes, create. Sorry, plan is not a LVM. We are going to select another Red Hat, not the LVM, only the normally 7.4 is enough. Create, pay as you go, set your virtual machine name, VM1, I set it VM1, VM1, this is my first machine, and set as everything, Azure user, keep here, existing, let me create one more key name is VM1, keep here name is VM1, Azure, review and create. Yes, machine is created. Download the key. Yes, and configure this machine to Terminus tool. New host, and host name is Azure VM1. IP address is we can copy IP address from VM1 IP. Let's refresh. IP is not coming over here. Go to the home and wait for the deployment completed. Deployment is in process. Let's refresh this page once again. Set another thing here. Username is Azure user. By default, username is Azure user, and upload the key file and VM1 Azure. Save. Only we need to give IP here. Deployment is still in process. Go to the resources, and your resources is here. Copy this IP and paste it here. Yes, now it is created. Connect with the Azure virtual machine. You can see I am connected with that, and make a folder on the root path sudo su. I am sudo user, let's check the disk once again, df-h. So I have only the 10 GB space over here. Now 10 GB, and I have temp storage is this. Okay, so create another disk and attached with that, go to the disk and attached 20 GB over here. I'm going to attach a new disk. Disk name is I'm going to create 20 GB, 20 GB and save this. Disk name is my personal. Yes, correct. Save this. Now disk is successfully created and attached with that. Now attached, format this disk into the ext4x and attached with that. Okay, so let's check lsblk disk is available here or not. You can see we have 20 GB disk is here, SDC. We have 20 GB. Let's format this mkfs dot ext4 and dev sdc. Yes, yeah, disk is successfully formatted. And now again,
Say,
yes,
say one doubt.
yeah.
Like when we create a new disk, it should always come as SDC or any other name we can
If
keep it.
any other name, we need to find this name into through this command. We need to find this name through this command. Okay, when we type lsblk, then we find our disk size over here, cross check the size, and also cross check the mount point. If it is if it is not on the mount point, then the disk is available to use. Okay, and we can see the name is sdc.
Okay, if we attach multiple disks, like disk 1, disk 2, disk 3,
Yes, yes,
what
so
will be
it
the
will
disk
be
name will come?
disk name is sd, sdf, sdg, series with the
Okay,
sd.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so the disk is successfully formatted. Now attached, make a directory over on the root, like Akshay. I'm going to create a directory on the root, mount dev sdc to mount point Akshay. Yes, mount disk is successfully mounted. Now I check with that df-h. You can see SDC mount on the Akshay and
20
it is
GB.
20 GB. Okay, let's go to the Akshay folder and write some data. Okay, I'm create this file name. File name is hello. This is my personal disk. Please verify. Okay, so file is created. If I do ls, you can see all file is my here. Disk hello is my personal. Please this verify. Okay, got it. So let's unattach this disk first. Deattach this disk from the Linux file system. Umount. Umount is a command to deattach the disk. /Akshay. Enter. So first we need to go outside from this folder and run the commands again. Umount. So the disk is successfully detached from the Linux file system. You can see the disk is not available here. I detached with this command. And now create another Linux machine and you can attach with that. So I'm going to go to the home and create a resource again, RHEL RHEL 7.9 and create pay-as-you-go subscription and subscription group. Let me cross check once my subscription resource group is same, must be same. My first Linux group VM. Let me cross check once with the another VM home and VM1 is in VM1 group. Okay, so let create one more. Create a resource RHEL. pay-as-you-go and VM1 group. Now this is my virtual machine 2 VM2 and I use the same existing key. So I need to enter the value over here, but I'm going to create again one more security key for VM2 Linux and now create. Now deattach the existing disk from first machine. We have successfully done this part. Create a Linux machine, attach an external disk and write some data, and also finish this part, and also create VM Linux machine. Now we need to deattach from the panel first disk from first VM. Validation is passed. Now click on the create. Download the key pair. Yeah, PEM file is downloaded and go to the initializing deployment. Deployment is in process. Till the time we can deattach this disk from virtual machine 1. So go to the virtual machine 1, select the disk and deattach this personal disk over here, cross check, deattach and save. Go to the deployment in process. Once the virtual machine 2 is created, we can easily connect with that and attach the disk with that. Okay, so once it finished, deployment is completed, go to the resources VM2. Right now I'm in the VM2 and go to the disk section. In the disk section you will find your existing disk, attached existing disk. You can select your disk name. My personal, this is my personal disk, my personal, yes, and save. Click on the save. Now if you attach a existing disk to a Linux file system, okay, you no need to format it again. If you format the disk, then you will lose your data. Got it? You no need to format it again. You no need to run the command mkfs.ext4. So let's go to the console and configure the virtual machine to new host and Azure virtual machine VM2. Address is, let's copy the IP address. This IP address, copy this and paste it here. Username is same as your user in the small letter. Keys and add a key for Linux virtual machine to vm2.linux and save it. Now everything's saved and try to connect with that machine. Add. Now you can see, first we need to go to the super user lsblk. You can see 20 GB is there, but it is not mount on any point. Okay, so we no need to do format it here. Okay, we can easily mount that. We can easily, let's make a directory mkdir. I'm going to create a directory only name with the cloud, so I can easily mount that disk mount hyphen dev sdc to which folder? Cloud folder. So you can see disk is successfully mounted on that. You can cross check with that df-h. You can see 20 GB is mounted on the cloud folder. In our virtual machine 1, it is mounted on the Akshay folder. Okay, so let's cross check these files. These files is available here or not. Okay, go to the virtual machine 2 and go to the folder cd cloud. Now do ls here. You will find your all files here. Got it? Sandeep, is it clear to you or not?
Yes. Yes, clear. So in VM1, the disk will not be available /Akshay.
Yes, in
Can
VM1
you check once?
there is only a folder. You can see ls. When I type ls, you will find only a folder name, but not the disk.
Okay. So there will not be any data.
Yeah, there not no data over here. You can
Okay.
see. Okay,
Okay.
and in the VM2, when I mount this disk to this folder, then I will got your data.
Okay. So in real time, I could see while mounting and unmounting the disk, we need to get reboot of the system like that.
No,
So
in
is
the
that
Linux machine, in the Linux file system, you no need to reboot anything. In the Linux file system, you no need to format anything. Still, you change your patch or upgrade your OS, or you can do anything with the Linux file system, or you can do anything with the Linux machine. You no need to reboot that machine, because everything is working as a file in the Linux. Everything working as a file, as a document file. Got it? In the Azure, in the Windows machine, if you change your IP, you need to reset your machine. If you change your anything in the configuration, you need to restart your machine. But in the Linux, you can change anything here. You can delete any partition over here, but no need to reboot the machine. That's why Linux is
okay? Okay.
okay. If I delete my any directory over here, I no need to format, or no need to reboot the machine. But in the Windows machine, if you change your IP or anything, you need to reboot your machine. This is the drawback of Windows machine, and it is the advantage of Linux machine. Got it? Hello, Sandeep. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you have any confusion right now?
No.
No. So can we leave now?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. If any confusion, ping me on the WhatsApp number. Okay.